I'm too young for this. Perimenopause? I don't know if you all are going through it or if you know anybody to go through it, but stay tuned so I can tell you some tips and tricks on how to get through this thing called perimenopause. Hey, welcome back, Fit Fam. Thank you for hopping on Side B. Come on, y'all, let's get it. I'll tell you the symptom that has gotten me, like down and like really. And this is what made me do a lot of research. I've done so much research on this. I just didn't put out a lot of scientific facts and things like that. And I can dive into it if you really want me to. And leave me some comments. I can tell you more about what I've learned if you want to. I just want to do a quick woohoo out there and let you all know that perimenopause is real. But okay, let's get back. The thing that really got me tripping, got me researching, got me questioning myself, questioning my life is memory loss. Yes, memory loss. Now, I'm a sister that can remember everything. If you and I had a conversation, Queen, and you told me something, I'm going to tell you 5 years ago what you told me, where we were, how you said it, and what you had on when you said it. I'm going to tell you 10 years ago what you said, when you said it, why you said it, what you had on. I remember everything. I remember when I was about 4 years old, 4 or 5, and my mother, she used to put the cookies in a cookie jar on top of the refrigerator. I remember us begging my little brother to stand on the counter and get them. He wouldn't. So I remember getting up there on the counter and getting them cookies. And then my mom came and, I thought I was going to get a whooping. Okay. She couldn't believe that I did that. So she was just like in shock. But I was in shock that she didn't whoop me. But I remember exactly what I had on. I remember what she had on. I remember what my brother had on. And that's just how I am. I've been like that all my life. I've been like that. And for me to have bouts of memory loss, man, I was like, whoa, like really? What's happening? Like, I'm not going to sit down for that. I'm not going to sit down to that. Like, I'm not. That's not going to sit me down. Okay, so one day, probably about when I first noticed this happening with the memory loss was probably about 4 months ago. And it was just like vague, something small. Then I remember opening up my cabinet door in the kitchen, where I am now, my favorite room of the house. I opened up my cabinet door and I was talking to my daughter. Now, I work from home a lot, so I wasn't working from home this day. I wasn't speedballing and all over the place. Because, if you speedballing, you'd be like, wait, where I park, what I do, why I'm doing this. No. It was just a natural, normal day. I opened the cabinet. I'm talking to my daughter. I turn around and say what I had to say to her. I turn back to go in the cabinet. And I'm like, wait, why am I in this cabinet? Wait, what? Wait, what do I need? That freaked me out, y'all. That freaked me out. And since then, things like that has happened. And I'm like, no. Perimenopause. I ain't scared of you. That's not happening. Like, what can I do? Because I'm not going to lose my memory. I take turmeric. You know what? So I put turmeric or turmeric, however you all say it, on my food. I use it like a condiment. I'm always putting it on there because I know it's great it combats Alzheimer's. It's great for memory. So I use it a lot. I even take the pills, the capsules. Where are they? Let me see if I have them. Oh, was that my phone? Ooh, here they go. So I take these also. But I have to be honest, I haven't been taking them a lot lately. But I'm about to start back taking them. Yeah, I don't know if you all can see this. I'll show you a picture of it. But yeah, I take it. I take turmeric pills, turmeric, because my memory means a lot to me. You know what I mean? It's a great asset that I have, and I just don't want to lose my memory. I don't know. And I can remember, like having conversations with my mom, and she'd bring up somebody's name from one of our old neighborhoods that we lived in. She'd be like, but you wouldn't know him. I'd be like, oh, Big Red, I know Big Red. I remember his daughter such and such, or his wife, Priscilla. And, my mom be like, how do you remember them? You were so young. I remember, y'all. So this memory loss, and I'm not claiming it. I'm not claiming it, and I'm not going to go through it. Whatever I can do outside of praying, because I'm going to pray first, but whatever I can do to savor my memory and to combat all of this imbalance going on in my body, I'm gonna do it. So that brings me to my next point. One thing that I learned is, that's why I'm studying it now. Nutrition. Let thy food be thy medicine, right? Nutrition, God left us food, herbs and seeds and plants, and he left that for us. And he put some blessings in those things. And natural foods and natural herbs and natural spices and stuff like that. So what I plan on doing is making a shift in my life. I'm making a life change. But this life change is not too far from where I am. And it is actually to where I was going anyway. But because of this perimenopause state, I'm going there now. Because that perimenopause, I ain't scared of you. I got something for you. And the thing that I'm going to combat it with, the first thing I'm going to combat it with is prayer. The second thing I'm going to combat it with is diet. Okay? So you all know I'm a vegetarian. And I always call myself a cheating vegan, if you need to know a name, because I'll eat dairy, not often, but more often than I want. And I always wanted to get it out of my diet. I really did. And so now I am. I am going more so plant-based, okay? And I'm not saying that I'll never pop some dairy in my mouth. I pray I don't. But at the same time, I am focusing on plant-based eating. I've been a vegetarian for too long. I went in and out of being a vegan. Like, I know nutrition is where it's at for me. So I have to do something about it. So, yeah. I'm going to start eating more plant-based. And I hope that it helps with my imbalances. Because I'm going to tell you something. Perimenopause, come on. Because I got something for you. I ain't worried about perimenopause. I'm not worried about the symptoms and this and that. And I'm not focusing on those things either. I just had to educate myself on what really happens with these imbalances in my life during perimenopause. So I had to learn what it do. I had to learn, the studies that's out there. But I'm not focusing in on it. I'm not focusing on that memory loss. That's why I will take this and keep on going, and keep my mind challenged. I read a lot. I'm an avid reader. And I'll just keep doing things like that, but not focusing in on it, I'm just focusing on a healthier life. So there are some supplements that I have been taking that I want to tell you guys about. And actually, I started taking these way before perimenopause hit. I don't even know when it hit. I don't know. Like I said, maybe a year ago, a couple years ago, maybe I was having symptoms but didn't realize what it was. And now I'm 44 and going through. And I'm just like, this is crazy. Because I had to question myself after finding out really what the hormonal imbalance can do for me. I had to sit back and ask myself, am I ready for that? Because what that tells me is, you can't have no more kids. Did I want more kids before that option is taken from me? Like, okay, I'm 44. No, I really don't want to have any more kids, so I'm cool with that. But memory loss, am I ready for that? No. Do I want to be tired all the time? Because that's another symptom. No, I have too much to do in my life. I don't have time to sit down and be tired. So I was just asking myself, like, all of these questions. Like, are you ready for this? I'm not ready for that lifestyle, or life change, I should say. I'm not ready to sit down, slow down, and be still. I only be still I need to be is when I'm spending time with God. But I'm doing too much. I'm living my life. I'm trying to live my best life. And I'm not ready to slow down. And to me, that's what perimenopause is. It can be, you know, things slowing down in your body, having you tired, exhausted, fatigued. A lot of times I find myself exhausted and I'm just not ready to be. You know, I'm not ready to be slowed down. You know, I need more energy so I can keep going, so I can do what I need to do. I'm not ready to be down. So that's why I chose to get serious with my lifestyle as far as the way I eat, my diet, you know, what goes in. Because I ain't worried about perimenopause. I don't have time for it. I'm not claiming it right now, you know. And if things do happen in my life because of it, it's not because I just sat down and let it happen, let the serious imbalances happen, you know. I think that I can calm that storm, you know, by taking the supplements that I'm getting ready to tell you all about, and, you know, changing the way I eat, the way I sleep. I never really sleep. I don't get a lot of sleep. But I need to, you know, prioritize differently in my life now. And I'm okay with that because I still can do what I need to do. I still can have some get up and go. I still can remember, you know, because I'm not letting that thing go. So let's talk about the supplements. Here we go. Now, like I said, I've taken each and every one of these before noticing changes in my hormones, okay? Perimenopause. So this one is ashwagandha. Ashwagandha, these are adaptogens. So I love them because adaptogen will go in your body and take the things out that is not necessary, and it balances what's left, the hormones. You know what I'm saying? It gives you balance. So I take ashwagandha. Look it up, y'all. Ashwagandha. I've been taking ashwagandha for years. I really have. And it helps me with focus. It helps me with clarity. It gives me get up and go. And it balances things out for me. And I use it a lot for mood supplement. But you know what? Dang, did I use it back in college? No, but when I'm studying and needing that clarity for my brain, I take it for that, and I get focused. Okay, so that's ashwagandha. I also take where is it? Lord, I forgot it. Let's see. Okay. Oh yeah, ashwagandha is really good for hot flashes. I know y'all like, wait, you didn't talk about hot flashes. I'm really not having any hot flashes. And he said hot flashes is when your face feel like it's on fire. I'm like, what? Like, come on. I don't want to go through that. What? She was like, yes. It feel like your face is on fire. By the grace of God, thank you, Jesus. I'm not going through hot flashes right now, but for you all that are, ashwagandha will really help you all. It will help y'all. You know what? I'll do a separate video on the supplements I take if you want to hear them and what they do, how they work in your body, and what they do for you. If you want that, hit me below and let me know, and I'll meet you in the comments, okay? So yeah, ashwagandha take away them hot flashes, y'all, and it'll get your mood right. The L-theanine, this is my jam right here. Yes, this is my jam. The L-theanine, you probably can't even see it that far. I'll show you a picture of it. But it's labeled as mood health, and that's exactly what it is. But the focus, the clarity, you know how when you first start drinking green drinks, green juice, and you got clarity, it's like you have a knowing. That's what this thing does. It blocks away that fog, that brain fog. So I use that for times where I'm just like all over the place, like, what? You know, when I'm having one of them, what moments. L-theanine, y'all. Also, vitamin E. Vitamin E is good for hot flashes. Vitamin E is good to regulate and to keep things, you know, systematically correct or leveled. Vitamin E. And of course, it's good for your heart, your hair, your nails, your skin. Another thing, dryness. They talked about dryness in a lot of the studies for perimenopause. I can't believe this. One other symptom I have not told you all about that got me like, what? Fit friends, fit fam, come on, hop over to side C so you can find out what I'm talking about. I know that I am enamored of all things healthy. My greatest aspiration is to heal. Above all things, I prefer to heal. So, pardon my long, extended, overly winded video. But I really care to get this all out to y'all. So if you're enjoying the content and you want to hear a few more tips, then hop over to side C. I'll see you there. Space.